Good evening, Dragon Warrior Randomizer fans. I'm Velu V. We've got some Dragon Warrior Randomizer racing for you today. Joining me. Oops, sorry about that. So I'm restreaming and commentating tonight. Joining me in the booth, taking care of the tracking, is RG365 and Stags28. So give them some love. But today's race that we're going to see is between ic10as, Tybalt, SassageLink, and Mand. We've got some interesting flags during this Winter League tournament. Our flags include, we've got an ascetic king. He doesn't take your money from you. You can cast Hurt More to blow up doors. Your keys don't expire. They're just durable. The gold chest doesn't give you very much anymore. There's some other things that are happening as well. Random chest locations, random town entrance locations, all kinds of fun, wild, wacky stuff that are getting randomized beyond our typical standard set, as is customary in the Winter League. So without further ado, this is a vodcast. It was raced a couple of days ago. We're on the week 2 flag set, and I am ready to click some buttons here, so bear with me while I click those buttons and we get this race started. All right, we are off. And so we're going to listen to the king do a little bit of talkie-talkie. We're going to search, and we're going to see an herb, the Radiant Stop Spell and Repel right off the bat, and a Cursed Belt, and a Magic Key. So that Magic Key will get expired here, but then any other keys that they find will no longer get used, I believe is the way that it works. So you do have to find a key, but once you have it, you have a key for life. Or you could learn the Hurt More spell. Yes, I do notice that on ic10's screen. For some reason, the VOD came that way, and so it just kind of is what it is. It very well could be. So our runners are off doing some fighting. It looks like SassageLink and Mand, Secret Ancient Mand, have picked up their level 2. It came with a Hurt spell. Hurt is nice to get early on if you're not able to hit things. It looks like level 3 has just come with Sleep on SassageLink's side. Tybalt in the red, but gets his Hurt spell from whatever monster he was fighting there. And we get level ups. I believe we get a refill on level up. Yes, refill on level up with this flag set. So you don't have to go to the inn every moment. It makes things like diving, Sharlock without being go level but close. You take the level on the way down, you get a refill. It's pretty nice quality of life flag. And we're all at level 4 at this point, so Tybalt, Mand, and SassageLink. ic10as, I'm going to mess that up. ic10as is going to get level 13. I can't speak. I was going to say 13, level 3. They wish it was 13 already. But mainly just grinding around home. Going to get up until you're at a comfortable hit point range. Maybe some nice healing magic before you want to venture too far out away from home, especially if there's monsters that are still giving decent experience points for the amount of damage you can put out. Mand with the ice hockey sprite, which goes very well with this particular winter-themed Dragon Warrior randomizer. Although playing ice hockey in the sand instead of the snow will get you a skeleton ride home. Tybalt's found a specter, but the specter knew hurt, or maybe baby breath, sent him home. ic10as getting level 5 rather. Looks like we've got a Sharlock and a Jerk. Jerk protecting Sharlock as he should. That's a nice little combo of cave and castle. Metal slime on SassageLink screen. Maybe he's looking for more. We've got warlocks. Axe Knight for ic10. Gets away from it. Tybalt fighting everybody's favorite poltergeist. Ha! Man's poltergeist runs away. Tybalt gets one down for a whopping 14 experience points, but that's enough to promote to level 5. Skeleton with the Big Daddy breath on ic10 screen. Will Mand meet the same demise? He's cast and hurt. Gets his skeleton down for a paltry 31. I think that's better than skeletons are worth normally, though. It looks like Sausage got a metal slime down with a critical hit. That is the best way to get everything, really. Just crit. He's got 3 damage on this one here, so one more should do it. It's sticking around. Or maybe it's been hitting him for 1. I'm seeing 1s and 2s turn up. I'm assuming those are being damaged to the metal slime. He is still here. Oh, and it gets away. Metal slime rhymes with waste my time. He catches another one. No dice. Tybalt does not get his metal slime. Looks like everybody wants a little piece of metal slime. ic10 has one. SassageLink has one. Tybalt has one, or had one. As the search for more experience points continues, Mand and Tybalt seem to venture out into different areas. Mand checking out the jerk, basking in his jerkiness. Got a town on Tybalt's screen. I'm not sure if we've been here before. It is the Hawksness. Scorpions on the path to the armor shop. Axe Knight's on the loose. Sends him home. ic10 meets a Wraith Knight. He's gonna cast Hurt on it. That's a good spell on a Wraith Knight. In theory, you could get him down in 3 hurts. Maybe 4. Doesn't have enough hit points for that, though. Looks like Sassage did get the crit on that Metal Slime finally. Pays off. First person to level 7. Still no healing magic. Hit points are bleh at 41. We've got the Rim. Starting on the lower right corner of Rimeldar, we're going to take a nice big trip around to the back. These are the first keys, the first and only key that Tybalt will have to buy. And this is actually pretty big. You can go back to Tantagel. There's now lots of checks. Who knows what good things will be in these chests. In fact, there was a couple of chests near the inn. One chest, anyways. It's vanilla. How vanilla in our shuffled chest game. Tybalt going to check in the warehouse. There is nothing at the warehouse of Rimeldar. Just the inn. 2 chests in the inn. He tried to take the door. You don't take the door. You have to door the door. And a gold chest. Gold, of course, very low in this game. 5 to 12. Basically the vanilla gold values. But the king does not take his taxes when you die. Looks like we are shopping. We've got things to purchase, but not enough money to get them at this point. I saw Flame Sword in there. Large Shield is a pretty nice get, but no money for that just yet. They have abolished the estate tax. So we had a grave on Tybalt's screen, but there was also a town. So I think he's going to stop by the town, see what's there. There are free checks in the town, so check those first. We are at Breckenary. So a 6 gold inn might be worth the top off. He's going to do some shopping first. Silver shields are for sale, but not enough money to purchase anything of use at the moment. Heads over to the item shop. What's he got to sell? Oh, a cursed belt. Okay, there's a little bit of money there. He might go back and pick up, I don't know, leather armor or something. We'll see. Oh, and selling his extra key that he picked up because you only need 1. That puts you in, what, chainmail territory, I think. Or stock up on herbs. They are the only healing that we've seen so far. We can even see into the future. Level 7 has no healing, and it looks like SassageLink picked up level 8. Grinding these metal... Well, that was a metal scorpion. And still no healing at level 8 either. Green dragon on Tybalt's screen. He gets sent home by it. Get that hurt more and that green dragon might be tasty. We know hurt more is a long ways away. Or at least a long ways away for Tybalt, who's 2 behind Sassage, who still doesn't have it. And it looks like Mand has picked up level 7. And that treasury with the harp and the stones. Yeah, I got distracted from the key pickups here. Of course, with random treasure locations, Radiant is actually getting cast. I'm very excited for Radiant's time in the limelight, or the Radiant light. What kind of light does radiators make? Red light? In the red light, gold. In the golden light, how about that? Outside cast. Get out of that, Tantagel. Let's see what else there is in the world. And then Radiant will be gone forever. Yes, Cherno, that is true. But for now, we can enjoy it. Got a variety of monsters. Rogue Scorpion going down for ic10, picking up level 8 from that. We've got a Knight on the lower right for Mand. I think I saw all kinds of wyverns, blue ones, pink ones. I don't think we've seen any brown ones yet. And the dreaded... the dreaded skeleton with the very nice Hurtmore blasting Tybalt for 69 points and sending him back home. It's only 25% fire, so, you know, with 24 hit points, you'd think you'd be able to thwack those things down, but I don't think our runners have picked up any weaponry yet. 60 AP, though, should be fine for 2 popping a skeleton, at least. See, Rob Draven is thinking along my level with this Radiant, though. I agree. Radiant should be the repel in dungeons. But I don't want to spark no controversy in the chat, so that's all I'll say about that. They've given us the week 2 flag set. We should be thankful for it. It draws the monsters to you like a moth to the flame, but it increases your defense by 20. So that means if you would repel them, then you would repel them. We're cooking. We're cooking. Anyways, back to what's happening on the screen. Runners are running around, still picking up mostly experience. I don't think Sassage, ic10, or Mand have seen Rimmeldar yet, which means they have not seen the unbreakable key. Tybalt just 22 experience points away. Man fighting the Star Wyvern over here, using that hurt spell. 20 HP is kinda iffy. Yeah, it's biting you for 30. And away he goes. Perhaps it had a hurt spell or something he was banking on. The SassageLink gets skeleton dragon breathed. So lots of trips back to the castle. We're spending a lot of time here in the early game. Sassage the only one in the single digits with 9 deaths. Mainly, I think, because he's been sitting on that metal slime grind for a good proportion of this. Now he's starting to venture out and check some dead ends and get some of the map done. Tybalt in a cave. This is the grave. So, are we diving deep grave early? I mean, you kinda. Well, no, we're not. We're going home. Looks like you got most of at least the bottom left side of the first floor done. I'm not sure if you checked, where the vanilla 3 are yet. So with that key, that means that there is an alternate to Rimmildar to get keys. So if runners find their way to that grave, rather than Rimmildar, although I think Rimmildar is just right next to the grave. I think that's what that town to the north is. So either way, keys are where Tybalt are. Good old Breckledar. Riminary. I like that. Riminary. The luminaries stay in the inn in Riminary. Now, I saw a chest on Tybalt's screen. I'm not sure if that was the vanilla grave chest that he saw with the radiant just right in the corner there. He didn't go back for it, so that's what makes me think that's what that was. I'm not too familiar with exactly the layout of the map. Or exactly where all of the alternate chest positions are. Keys are where Tybalt are, not just in Rimmildar. I like it. SassageLink crits for a 67, getting a little revenge on that skeleton there. This is for all the dragon breaths. ic10 gets to Rimmildar. He's going to make a beeline for his keys as well. Or his key, singular. The keys are singular in Rimmildar. Alright, so let's see what type of shopping ic10 goes for. Looks like we grabbed a hand axe. A little bit of extra attack power. Hand axe can take you all the way to Erdrick's sword. And there's the magic key behind the door. It's a free 60 gold if you find yourself at an item shop and selling things, as we saw on Tybalt's side. Yeah, at level 8, and with their strength being... I mean, it's alright. Their strength is actually pretty alright for level 8. But yeah, that hand axe early on is definitely a nice... You know, you can start chopping things down instead of using hurt. These Droll Magi's would be nice targets for a hand axe. There you go, or just crit them. I look away for 2 moments, and it looks like I missed a shopping trip. Looks like leather armor and a large shield were picked up. So there you go, ic10 with a decent little starting kit of, you know, warriors, weapons, and arms. Nope's right on out of that grave. Wants to see what's in the town first. And again, with the random treasure locations, towns become, you know, treasure caves in and of themselves. Everywhere has places to check, and oftentimes they're inside of these buildings, so you have to actually go there and go in to see it. ic10 also selling his extra key. Looks like stocking up on herbs. Tybalt doing the virtual high five. Everybody is shopping at the item shop in Breckenary. ic10 gonna use the cheap in. Nope, maybe not. And now he's going to make his dive into the grave. We'll see how far he gets. Meanwhile, Mand is going to make the Rimmeldar checks and things. Man's got a good couple thousand gold in the pocket, so can kit out with some decent gear here. If the NPC will let him in. Wishing that the NPC guillotine flag was instigated here. Hurt more NPCs rather than hurt more doors. That's what we need. ic10 picked up the fairy water chest, and then this one here I believe was key. So another key, which he already has. So anybody who goes into the grave first at least saves themselves some time running around the edge of Rimmeldar to buy a key, if anybody decides to do that. Which at this point I suppose would only be SassageLink, who is the only person who has not made it quite to this area just yet. ic10 meets a gold man. And with gold chests being what they are in this flag set, gold man's a, you know, decent way to get some money if you need it. Although you tend to not need it so much because you don't lose any on death. Although at this point he might consider trading that leather armor for a half plate or something later if he has to do a dive or something. Meanwhile, we've got Tybalt fighting Star Wyvern. Mand is in a cave. Oh, Mand is now just starting the grave then. ic10 gets that Rogue Scorpion down with 2 hit points left. No healing. Has to cast outside. Fortunately, there are towns right there. No ambush. He'll use the inn. Oh, and there it is. There's that half plate pickup we were talking about. So Goldman paying for the half plate. Looks like Mand has picked up his key and fairy waters and is continuing to clear out this top floor of the grave. This grave feels like a proper Dragon Quest dungeon, right? You have to go in, clear out a little bit, use the inn, go back in, clear out a little bit more. Herbs are cheaper than the inn at Breckenary. I did not see the Breckenary inn cost. I forgot the inn cost is randomized here. It was 220 gold in the last seed. How much is it here? Over $100 for the inn in Breckenary. That's what we call inflation. Meanwhile, Tybalt meets a red dragon on the spike tile in Hawksness. It bites him for 45 and sends him home. I do not know, but 255 is a pretty good guess, I think. Okay, so we've got Mand now doing all of the small checks that we've seen once you get the keys. So he'll be caught up in terms of that with most other runners. And already has the stones and the harp, so has those pickups already too. So has been doing some pretty good work on the map already. I do see a chest up there. I don't know if Tybalt made it this far. Oh, this is not the grave. Okay, never mind. Tybalt definitely made it this far. That is right. We are 5 deaths away. Currently sitting on 35 deaths. Sorry, not 35. 75 deaths. I feel like ic10 is the deepest in the grave that we've seen. The Vanilla 4 chest is just gold. I'm doing a little shopping on Tybalt's screen. Looks like he did not pick up anything. He was eyeballing that half plate for a moment, but didn't grab it. Maybe he wants to see what's in the other shop first. Alright, so ic10 making his way all the way to the grave bottom here. Well, just about there. He's got to get through the diamond room, too. The dab room. Looks like there is nothing in there. Fighter's ring is a nice thing to have, you know. But was it worth the dive? Speaking of metal slimes, Tybalt's metal slime gets away. We've got another cave town over here on Tybalt's side, and it's the Ham, good old Garen Ham. We've got a check right here at the inn. Ham in herb. Ham sandwich on herb and rye. Garen Ham warehouse. We've got a fairy water. Some wings. And a little gold chest. Tybalt gonna go ahead and track around to the back and see what's in the backside before checking out the left side. I don't know if there's actually checks on the left side. Oh, and it's the staff trade-in, and he happens to have a silver harp. So there we go. Staff of Rain. Get for Tybalt. Meanwhile, it looks like we've got metal slimes getting annihilated. I'm guessing ic10 is the one that picked that one up. And Mand is fighting the red dragon, putting up the good fight in Hawksness. That was his last heal more. And he goes down. Oof, says chat. All right, ic10 has found a different town. It's the Cantlin, so should expect some treasure checks and treasure chest checks if this greedy merchant will get away from it. Come on, sir. Sir, of all the directions you could move. There you go. It's a torch. He's very protective of his torch. But coordinates are incoming here. Gonna have to burn up a bunch of heal mores walking there. And so our coordinates are 16 to the north and 70 to the east. I'm not sure if east is a great direction to go from the castle. This could necessitate a princess rescue. I am not versed at all in the intricacies of the single coordinate or backwards counting, but that might also be available. And manned, following SassageLink into Cantlin. Or rather, ic10 into Cantlin. Looks like Tybalt has found the mountain cave. So I think Tybalt's got a bit of a exploration advantage, has turned in that staff, and I think he has seen more things, but he has not seen this Cantlin area where Mand and ic10 are. And meanwhile, Mand and ic10 have that level advantage, although it's not that great, as Tybalt is taking level 11 right there. And with that level comes a refill, which helps with the dive. Looks like we do have a chest in an alternate location on the right side of the second floor. Oh, Tybalt did see Cantlin. Oh, fair enough. You were the first one there, duh. Or maybe you weren't, I'm not sure. What I do know is that there's a lot of screens to be looking at. There we go. So SassageLink gets that grave key. I was talking about that earlier, so he won't have to walk around the edge of Rim. That is, I don't know, probably 30 seconds or maybe 45 to a minute. I'm not sure how long it takes to walk there from the lower right corner. But he's also able to just go ahead and dive as well. Which I think everybody dived this, so... but saving, right, rather than multiple dives, because he's a bit higher level, right? Yes, it takes forever to walk around the rim of Rimeldar. SassageLink gets his fighter's ring. Now, we know there isn't anything else to get in the bottom of this grave. But he's probably going to check it all anyways. It's what they call in chat the right play. It looks like there wasn't anything great in the mountain cave. Oh wait, or maybe there was. I see Tybalt is fully kitted out with a sword and armor, so maybe there were good things in there. I just keep looking at the wrong place, aren't I? I can't even grammar properly. We've established that already. Tybalt doing some counting here. And with this windy path, I mean, you will need to go to business school, get your master's degree, get your CPA for all of the accounting that we're doing over here. And Tybalt says, screw it, let's just fight the red dragon instead. Counting is for suckers. All right, and under that red dragon is Erdrick's token. So just like that, Tybalt is done with homework. Except for turning into the jerk, which we know is right next to Sharlock, so that's really kind of trivial. He's literally on the way. Alright, so we got Mand selling off some things. All right, Tybalt going for his turn in. He's right there. Might as well do it. Rainbow drop in hand. Where are we going to grind? Are we going to just pop into Sharlock? Oh, you know what? That Sharlock entrance might be weird to get to. I forgot that that river is in the way. I'm not sure how to get to the bottom side of that river. Is it over here? Is it over there? I guess we'll find out. Perhaps Tybalt wants to grind on these metal slimes. There's the bridge. Meanwhile, ic10 fighting the red dragon. We'll see if he sticks around to fight more of them. It's a little more difficult when you've got a hand axe versus Erdrick's sword and a half plate versus Erdrick's armor. And yeah, it just was not enough for ic10. So he'll need to maybe find those other things first. Or maybe pick up more experience points. My money's on finding other things first. Yeah, I think I like what Tybalt's doing here. A little reconnaissance dive / you can fight Sharlock tier monsters that give decent experience points. You gain knowledge. And with the refill flag on, you know, there you go. You just pick up a level and you can keep going. And so you could even just walk all the way down and do your grind on whatever spike tile is at the very bottom here. And if it happens to be a red dragon, hopefully you've picked up enough experience to have the hit points for him by the time you get there. So this very well could be the dive for Tybalt. Let's see if I can swap the audio over here without breaking everything. How's that? I think nothing was broken. That's right, I'm breaking the fourth wall. Meta restreaming and commentary. And there you go. Tybalt's now picked up level 13. So that's 2 levels on this Sharlock dive. Stats are turning orange. For those of you new to our tracker, the orange-colored stats means they're getting close to go mode. And then they'll turn green when they're what we consider, you know, end game ready. Or Dragon Lord ready, rather. Here we go. Erdrick's, what was that? Erdrick's armor there? Oh, that was Erdrick's sword. Okay, so that's in the basement there. Sword and armor were both in the basement. So there was double check sword armor. I thought those were in the mountain. Fair enough. Good get there for Mand. So yeah, that's putting Mand right in the driver's seat as well, or rather the passenger seat. Tybalt's got the driver's seat for now. Although Blue Dragon, oh no, pulls him over, sends him home. That's, I guess, my curse for saying he was driving. He was driving way too fast. Police officer pulled him over, sent him home. Deputy Blue Dragon. Alright, Mand still needs to clear out the grave. Mand has not seen Erdrick's token, which the token comes from the Red Dragon in Hawksness. And Tybalt on the second dive into Sharlock. He picked up 2 levels on the last dive. Of course, these levels are still getting a little more spread out. When you come in at level 11, it's kind of hard not to get a level. Or 2. Red Dragons blocking Mand in Garen's grave. 268 experience points, though, isn't bad. Tybalt fighting the Blue Dragon. 229 from those. That's pretty good, too. Getting a little bit of revenge. And feasting on Blue Dragon steaks. Yeah, Sharlock being close to home also makes, you know, the dive grind palatable. Hawksness is pretty far, I'm pretty sure. So if you want to go back to those Red Dragons, it's kind of a long, not so sustainable thing, I would say. I don't know that we've seen the spike tile in the Swamp Cave. It's got both Mand and SassageLink clearing out some of the chests that they hadn't found already. Mand getting his fighter's ring. He goes ahead and puts on that fighter's ring immediately. Sassage trading in for the Staff of Rain. So one more piece of homework done for SassageLink on the lower left. Tybalt continuing to fight Blue Dragons on the way down for 229 experience points. I think I would too. In fact, that one takes him to level 14. Coming with 4 power, 3 response speed, 4 hit points, 3 magics, and the Mighty Hurtmore spell. And with that, we can now cast Hurtmore to open doors, instead of using our Unbreakable Key. So it looks like Tybalt wants at least another level on the way down. He's casting Heal More, which makes sense. Again, if you've got the free refill, use those Heal Mores on the way down, fight things And then just pick up your level on the spike tile if you have to refill again. You know, with this diving and the refills, it feels a lot like the remakes, honestly. That's kind of how they default as well. If you've played any of the DQ remakes, all kind of have that same, I can keep going as long as I pick up one more level. Oh no, the Stone Man sends Tybalt back. So he does not get to the bottom and his grind ends prematurely. Meanwhile, ic10 has got a princess in his hands. So maybe considering turning that in to do the overworld search. We saw Tybalt gave up the search in lieu of going to Hawksness. Turned out to be the right decision. In Coal, there is nothing. I didn't catch how much experience those stone men were giving, but experience is somewhat randomized in this flag set. I'm not sure exactly what the range is in, but I'm guessing it's something like plus or minus some percent. There you have it. 179 for a stone man's pretty good, yeah. And just like that, we've got Mand also in Sharlock on pretty much the same floor. Tybalt is a couple of corridors ahead, but basically as neck and neck as you can get. Now Tybalt has the extra level, but just in terms of where they're standing, they're very close. About 1,700 experience points separating the two. There you go. Just hit that blue dragon with a critical hit. Take your 229. Alright, Tybalt's made it to the diamond-shaped room. He's got blue dragons, just blue dragons throughout this this Sharlock, which is, you know, good for the grind and dive, as they are giving good experience points. And Mand makes it to the secret passage. Looks like Sassage fighting a red dragon on his screen. That's in, I think he's in the grave. He gets away from it, it looks like. So he should be able to get the deep part of the grave. ic10, I'm not sure what's going on here. The VOD is going on my screen, but it does appear that it's frozen. Could have been just something from his stream when it was originally broadcast. So, oh yeah, there it goes. All right, Mand just entering the diamond room as Tybalt is entering the U. So Tybalt almost to the bottom. One U and one rectangle away. All right, here we go. We are in the bright part of the castle. What are you looking for? For Tybalt? I'm not sure what these treasure checks are for. He has the fighter's ring. Maybe a death necklace? HP's nowhere there for a death necklace, though. I think he has fighter's ring. Oh, he does not have the fighter's ring. He didn't pick it up in the grave. He might not even... Oh, yeah. I know he saw the grave because it was there by everything else. But you're right, he might not have gone back into it. I see, and I think that fighter's ring was in the grave 4, like the vanilla 4 position. So nothing of use here. Fairy water, I suppose, could be thrown on the Dragon Lord if AP is low. Mand picking up a level and a refill. Looks like we've got ic10 going for the red dragon here in Hawksness. Oh, and he has picked up his level 14 and Hurtmore. Speaking of red dragons, Tybalt finds one on the top corridor of the bottom, bottom floor of Charlotte Castle, and it sends him home. Oh no! That is not good for Tybalt at all. And you know he's got to be feeling it at this point. And you don't want to be spending any time in that bottom zone, or more than you have to, with them red Ds creeping about. Oh, he did the hurt more instead of heal more, and hurt more came late, right? They've had heal more for a while. That is a classic miss menu. We've all fallen victim to that, I'm pretty sure, where heal more used to be just up on the D-pad, and now there's a hurt more there. And that puts Mand in... well, not the experience point lead, but is going to be able to just sit on a spike, whatever it is. So probably will take this experience point lead, I would expect. But, you know, he's down about 1,300 points right now. Is that a red dragon on the spike? We've got Tybalt critting the blue D, picking up level 16. 1 power, 4, 3, 5. So level 16 is not the level. It looks like it is red dragon on the spike tile. And And depending on how hard it bites, right? 268 is good experience. It's not the 350 that we're used to in the standard flags, and so using all of these heal mores on them. So we'll get a refill, I think, on this one. Oh no, not quite. Having to cast a regular heal in between. Gambling on a 37. Bites for 32. Last heal more. He takes it down and gets himself a refill and that level 16, which we know is not go. So how do we manage the MP that we have to get through all these red dragons? Meanwhile, Tybalt, still maintaining decent experience. He's about 1,000 ahead still. So the experience gap has not been closed by much. Looks like SassageLink is grinding on the top floor of Charlock. Just critical those red dragons down. That's all you gotta do. And we're about 500 point XP gap at this point. ic10 still looking for some homework spots. Other three runners in Charlock, deep, manned, grinding for his final level in front of the Dragon Lord on his spike tile. Tybalt making his way down after a brutal roasting by a red dragon. Actually, I think it was a chomp, a bite. But has the experience point lead. It could boil down to what does level 17 give us. If level 17 gets you, and Mand is able to hit it before Tybalt can get to that spike tile. Mand using an herb to conserve some of those magic points. And there we go. Tybalt takes level 17. 1 power, 7 response speed, 2 hit points, a bunch of magic, but the hit points just aren't there, right? I think we just broke 90. We're going to 18. That's right. Now, man, it has almost completely evaporated the XP gain, but now has to do some heal walking in order to fight because he's out of magic points. He gets the refill off of the Armored Knight. We'll get the bad news about the level, and we'll continue on with the red D. However, those extra MP does mean an extra couple of heal mores, which, as we can see, from the last level, we were only a couple of heal mores away. And at this point, all the levels are the same amount in between, the same XP amount. I'm pretty sure. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we are like neck and neck in terms of experience points. And, oh man, deciding to fight some of these easier monsters and do some kind of heal walking in order to balance out the need to use heal mores. Oh. Or not. Jerkbird being a jerk. He's casting Hurt More on the Jerkbird. I think maybe it had a heal more in there. And yeah, Tybalt has maintained the about 400 or 500 experience point lead that we had before. Down from 1700 when we first noted the redive, but still ahead. He meets the red dragon. Man fighting a stone man for 179. And Tybalt jumping onto the red dragon grind. SassageLink continuing to grind the blue dragons and things on the top floor. Those blue dragons do give pretty good experience points. Oh no, Tybalt got taken down by the red D again. I did not see what happened that time. Maybe misjudged how strong they can bite. And this kind of puts Mand in the driver's seat at this point. Tybalt will be able to, pick XP up on the way down, but we saw about 12 to 1500 experience points kind of shrink or gap shrink from the last dive versus fighting on the red D. And of course, if 18 is the level, Mand is already right there. Alright, Tybalt, going back to Rimmeldar, not sure what we're picking up here. A large shield? No? Oh, you saw the 13,845 and thought that was your gold amount. That I could see. That's I love it. That's fantastic. Meanwhile, it looks like Mand has decided to go for a Dragon Lord, so I'm gonna also try not to break the sound and everything else. Alright, I think we got ourselves some Dragon Lord music coming up soon, so get those dancing dragons out, folks. Oh no, I'm supposed to count things instead of click Dragon Lord emotes, aren't I? I'm sorry, I'm not counting. Hopefully somebody's been counting. It's for 11. But honestly, with 142 AP, 102 hit points, 124 magic points, this is pretty much a free Dragon Lord fight. You would need to miss menu to lose with these stats. Yep, gotta restart the race so that I can queue everybody back. There's a nice big 15 hit point swing. Heal more to max. 16 point swing. Of course, to calculate the amount of damage you can do, you chop off the 1 from that 142 AP, divide that by 2. That's 21. That's your maximum swing. Divide that by 2 again. That's 10. That's your minimum swing. So we got a 10 to 21 range. And that was enough. Our Dragon Lord has been defeated. Get those GGs ready, folks. I'm guessing that stutter was clicking over to make sure we get race time clicked right away. And yeah, those GGs out. That is our finish by manned. I have a finish time of 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 25 seconds. I'll get that in the tracker in a second, unless somebody else can type that in for me. Yeah, no problem. It's 1:15:25. Thank you. All right, and it looks like we've got Tybalt making the dive again back into the diamond room. I think that if ic10 has not seen his basement full of good Erdrick's treasures, he's about to. I'm pretty sure it's right there next to the ham. Looks like SassageLink has also decided to start making his way down. Level 16 was enough to at least decide to get off the first floor and make the way down to the bottom floor. Whose mic am I keeping off in a minute? Okay, we'll do. All right, we are at the bottom floor now on Tybalt's screen. Winding the final corner into the beachfront property of Charlotte Castle. ic10 has made his way into the top floor. SassageLink diving down to the bottom. Tybalt getting revenge on a red dragon. He's going to have to cast a heal more here. Says no problem. Herbs up before the final fight. And here we go. I'm sure you heard me furiously pre-clicking that time. Gets the back attack, so he's going to have to start with a heal more. $10 points. 28. The big ol' 18 swing. $47. Man, the double-digit math is hard. Come on. 59. $77. 93. No, 92. $102. $121. No double. $135. $150. I don't know, 2, I think. $163-ish, and that Dragon Lord is down. So get them GGs ready, folks. And there we go. That is a final finish time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 19 seconds for Tybalt, second place. Good job. And since I was warned about some audio, we're going to go ahead and just switch over to the default soundtrack now. No more dragon dancing. Sorry, folks. But we do have 2 runners, both in Charlock, both in striking range of the go level. ic10 making his way around the corner. Actually, both of our runners, but Sassage and ic10, basically doing the virtual high five. But SassageLink has an entire level, is actually nearly level 18. In fact, this red dragon might push him there. If not, the red dragon on the spike will. So probably Sassage in the lead at this point, simply because he will be go level. Alright, we've got dueling red dragons on our screen. ic10 having to cast a heal more. SassageLink having to cast a heal more. ic10 gets his dragon down. SassageLink gets his dragon down. Heal mores for everybody. Well, no, not for SassageLink. SassageLink taking a level, so no need for a heal more. Just a walk straight to ye old Dragon Lord. While ic10 is going to have to grind this dragon for about another 4,000 experience points, maybe 3,500. SassageLink in the Dragon Lord fight, deal 1. Has a few herbs to play with, so he's going to look for that that low roll attack. There you go, a stop spell is nice. Hope for another stop spell. Doesn't really need to worry too much about this. He's got plenty of magic points to take care of this fight. But they were so low on HP for so long. Sometimes you forget what you got. And we're at DL2. Let's go. And of course I missed the fight. Not the fight, but the queue. The count. We're gonna just enjoy this one. He came in with full magic points, full hit points. This is pretty much a guaranteed fight. All right, dragons are getting fought. And there we go. SassageLink has vanquished his Dragon Lord. Ball of light, radiating light throughout the kingdom. And a return to the king. And with that, SassageLink has an official finish time of 1 hour, not 4, 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 46 seconds. You know what? I'm just going to leave that be. I shouldn't have closed it in the first place. I was trying to get us back to his stat screen. Thank you very much, Stags, for the tracking. Take care of Mrs. Stags. ic10 continuing the grind here. He's getting close. A couple more red dragons will do it. Absolutely. Thank you as well, RG, for the tracking. I was just addressing the immediate exit, but yes. As well as whoever that Velu V person is that's restreaming and commentating. We thank them as well. We also got to see a super fast speed run of SassageLink's run there as I bring us back to his stat screen. ic10 nearly done. I think this red dragon will get that go level 18. Oh no, it bites him. He didn't heal up. He took the gamble. 34 damage was not enough. Or hit points, rather, were not enough. So he's going to have to make another dive for it. That can throw things off if you were relying on that last heal up before the fight, you know, for the refill. That could in fact impact the resource management on the way down. I see. That could be where the mic moment occurs. You know, I started with ic10's audio on because it was the loudest of all of them. So it would have been a very loud mic moment too, I'm sure. Yes, indeed. I'm one to tend to flip to the forfeit button once I'm the last one going. But if you know you're right there, and the level did just happen, go ahead and finish it up. But yeah, the rage quit is it runs deep in me as well. And yeah, now we see him running from these monsters. He doesn't want another level on the way down. So as long as the run luck keeps up and doesn't have to burn any heal mores or too many of them, we have a couple to spare. He should be just fine. Yeah, really the main limiting factor was the hit points, right? We just didn't have hit points until level 18 came and said, here's 12 hit points to give you plenty all that you need. Using herbs to preserve the magic. Yeah, we've seen in this tournament, actually, several folks. I've seen a couple of races, or maybe it was one race where several people did it. You know, where they were fighting at 94-ish, I think, somewhere in thereabouts. I've seen it recently. There's your 19 and 20 stats are on the bottom screen when it rolls around again. On a Sassage and Manned screen. I just flipped it forward for you. A bajillion hit points come at level 20. Not a whole lot of strength, though. In fact, the strength looks like it's 0 strength. 1 strength between level 19 and 20. But a lot of hit points come at level 20. Honestly, level 18 is free. I don't see... I think you would have to roll incredibly horribly. Or, you know, if you had to burn a bunch of resources on the way down as well. But he gets here, he only had to use 1 heal more on the way down. He's out of herbs, so he's going in low, but I think he'll be alright. So IC10 in his Dragon Lord fight. Again, with these stats, even with the one missing heal more, he's fine. I think we saw somebody going with 2 missing heal mores earlier. Pretty much free fight. Whittling the Dragon Lord down. He's got to pop another heal more here. Running low on the resources, but again, I think he's still got this. Ooh, you get the dreaded 49 hit point bite there. And there we go. That Dragon Lord is down. Get those GGs out, folks. And so there we have it. We'll have an official time in just one moment once I see it actually cleared the screen. And there we have ic10 finishing 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 14 seconds. So all in all, a pretty good race. Each runner coming in, you know, maybe 5 or 6 minutes within each other, which is always nice to see. We like to see them a little closer too, but a good spread, lots of action all the way through. Extremely well run by all of our runners tonight. Well, a couple of nights anyways, a couple nights ago anyhow, as this was a vodcast. But yeah, I want to thank everybody that came together to put this together, including our trackers, RG3, it's 365, yes, RG, I don't want to say the wrong numbers. Yeah, RG365 and Stags28 coming in last minute to take care of our tracking needs. I'm Velu V, jumping in to take care of the comms and doing the restream as well for you. And we're here on Dragon Warrior Randomizer. We've still got more week 2 to go. There's another race tomorrow early. That's at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, and I'm pretty sure we've got another vodcast after that. And there's probably another 1 or 2 vodcasts to go as well. That'll probably happen on Sunday. So keep your eye open for that. In the meantime, I'm going to see if I have myself. Oh, and also good job to our runners. I totally forgot about them. ic10as, Tybalt, SassageLink, and our winner tonight. Man, great job, runners. And thank you so much for participating in this tournament as you move on to the next week, which is a positional week, meaning that your rank will place you into your groups this time. So good night, everybody. I am going to take a look and see if there's anybody to raid, and then we'll go from there. So I need to click things and not blab, so just a moment. Alright, I'm going to attempt to raid us over to F. Coughlin. I'm not sure if our admin is on actually right now, but if they are, that's what we're looking to do. And if not, if I don't see that happening in a moment, we'll just cut the stream. I don't quite have those privileges to do myself just yet. But otherwise, either that goes. I'm not seeing any response, so I think what I'll do is I'll just say, hey, thanks everybody for checking out Dragon Warrior Randomizer. We watched 2 races tonight. Thank you everybody, and we've got more for the weekend. So have a great night. Bye-bye.